live with um live on talk about DJ Vlad. I seen DJ Vlad did an interview on his channel. He was being interviewed by TD 1090 Jakes or something like that. And he was responding to Boosie because Boosie did a live saying he ain't doing no. I don't think he said he ain't doing no more interviews with Vlad, or he said he wanted to do an interview with Vlad, and he wanted an extra 5,000 for whatever reason. And Vlad was like, nah. And then Vlad goes into details to explain his reason on it. And Vlad, I seen a video last night, and I want to respond to it this morning. But Vlad, he made a clear point, and he makes sense, and Vlad seemed fair. And Boosie, I just want to say, Boosie, we grew up on Boosie. You know what I'm saying? We grew up on Boosie, and Boosie was the guy in high school for us when we ain't know no damn better. And he used to get the club crunk. He used to get us crunk and all that shit. But when we got older and realized the type of character Boosie got and the type of personality these rappers got, it make us it put a sick it's put a sick feeling in our stomach. Like, bruh, he ain't no good person because like Boosie a hater. You know what I'm saying? He always tell my motherfuckers hate like he hating on 6ix9ine because I don't know why 6ix9ine better than him. 6ix9ine put up more numbers than you. You know what I'm saying? That's why Vlad paid 6ix9ine that amount. So Vlad has said 6ix9ine was his best interview. Like no, it was the most money that he paid a guest to interview. And Boosie felt some type of way. Like, how you pay him more money than me? Like, you can't be like that. For a man to be 45 through 55 and you an OG to the game and you been in the motherfucking game for 20 years and you hating on the nigga that's in their 20s, that ain't cool, bro. You like the OG, you as an OG should be worrying about how much money a young nigga making because you was making fucking money for 20 years, bro. So for Boosie to be hating on 6ix9ine for no reason because 6ix9ine tell the truth. I like 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine tell the truth. He don't lie, and he stand on. If he did something wrong, I did something wrong. I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's my bad. That's my fault. And that one thing a lot of men don't do. A lot of men will not admit they wrong. A lot of men won't admit that they did something wrong, or they don't know, or they just won't tell the truth. And Vlad goes to break it down what really happened. And come to find out, see, Boosie bragged too much. Boosie fuck around and brag that, man, I get $500,000 for interviews from Vlad a year. So we like, damn, that's a lot of money. And then when people started commenting on it and talking about it, he was like, man, then he tried to dumb down the number. And then it was a conversation about him and Vlad. But then Vlad goes to say he give him $25,000 every fucking interview. That's a lot of money for 1 hour. $25,000 and you won't. So if you get paid $25,000 and you wanted an extra $5,000 to 30, so a extra $5,000 gonna break you or gonna make you? You been in the game for 20 something fucking years and you give a fuck about $5,000? Like, these rappers a trip because they are just like Fat Joe. Them niggas are brag about how much money they got, and then at the same token, at the same time, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm trying to get all the money. I need $5,000. I work for 5,000. Like, what the fuck is $5,000 to you when you've been in the game making millions for 20 years? So you gonna miss out on $25,000 versus $5,000, and then if you do an interview today, much interviews Boosie do with Vlad, he gonna do another interview, um, 2 weeks from now. So that's $50,000 already. So man, I think Boosie just a hater. Ain't no fucking thinking. That nigga is a hater. I love Boosie. We love Boosie at one point. He did raised us. And he when we was in high school, we was bankroll after bankroll. I used to listen to that shit going to school. My mama look at me at 16. She say, Boosie, get on your motherfucking shit. We can relate to that shit, bro. I remember being in 8th grade, them songs of Boosie come on in the club, boy, you be about to break your fucking neck listen to that shit. But when we got older and got out of high school and realized what the fuck that nigga went to jail for, so you paid a nigga our age to kill for you, bro, and you let that man rot, and then I hate to get off subject, but it's still the same subject. But the nigga went on Vlad with that Van shirt on and said, I know, Vlad say, I don't know no 15-year-old kid that killed. Boosie raised his hand and say, I do. My co-defendant killed 9 people. I say, no, Boosie, why you telling on Vlad TV? Why you telling on that man, bro? When Boosie jury got taken by the police, when Boosie first came home and he had all that gold jewelry with the praying hands and shit, all that gold, the police took that shit. You think Boosie ain't filed a report to get that shit back? So you can't be calling another man a rat and a snitch and your ass doing the same fucking thing. And then one thing I noticed about street niggas, tough niggas, gang banging niggas, and rapping niggas, they always want to be slick and they always want to be the one that finessing somebody. But if a civilian finesse they ass, they crying and bitching and moaning. One thing about Boosie, that nigga love to cry, moan, bitch, and pout. I'm like, bro, I thought you was a fucking gangster. Since when do gangsters cry, bitch, and moan and complain, bro? And be whining? Why you got the whining voice on, bro? Man, Boosie looking real bad out here, bro. Man, then he be screaming. I be like, why you screaming for? What the fuck happened to you as a kid, nigga? Why you screaming? Why you? I have to tell my cousin, hey, bro, why you yelling, my nigga? Who ass can you beat over here? You can't beat nobody's ass, so you might as well shut the fuck up. What you think? Cause you yelling, that make your point valid, nigga? You just screaming your stank ass mouth. So let's get into it, man. We gonna play the Vlad clip and see what Vlad gotta say. And then what makes it so bad what Vlad did, Vlad fuck around and showed him the numbers. Like, bro, I ain't making but this amount of money and I'm paying you that. I only making $10,000 profit. I'm paying you 25, I'm getting 35. They ain't nothing but a $10,000 profit. Boosie thinking that nigga making millions off his shit. And then Boosie said to Vlad, you gonna make money residual from this. Excuse me, you gonna make money residual for this. So Boosie's so worried. He's so worried. He a gangster, but he's so fucking worried that another man gonna profit off of him. Why you give a fuck so much, bro? That one thing that make me gangster. I don't give a fuck, bro. Man, knowing that these niggas care. You care about that bitch? You care about that shit? You care? Oh, that's an all moment. Oh, he in his feelings. And he care. You worried that Vlad gonna make money off of you? So fucking what, nigga? You Boosie bad. But boy, I've been watching these niggas from consistently from junior high to now. And nigga, I really what they say, this nigga definitely plays Smash Brothers. So the difference with me is that I watch these guys and we study these guys from junior high to high school, and they full of shit, bro. They full of shit, man. Look at Gucci snitching like a motherfucker. But come on, man. I'm gonna get into it, and we're gonna see what Vlad gotta say. Cause it's looking bad out here in these motherfucking streets. These niggas mixing the streets with corporate with the music industry, and then the street niggas is entering the music industry, and this shit ain't looking good, bro.
Really to him yet, you know what I'm saying? But
what's up, everybody? Welcome to an episode of 1090J TV. I am interviewing the legendary Vlad TV. And the first question that we're gonna pop this off with is, me and you were connected through Boosie. And Boosie is one of my favorite interviewees that you've had on your platform. I'm watching every time it drops, and I'm now hearing that he's going up in price. He may be moving away from Vlad TV. What are your comments on this situation?
Well, look, me and Boosie, our business relationship goes back 20 years. Before Vlad TV, when I was doing DVDs and I was holding the camera and going to Atlantic Records and filming him and Webby, we'll show a little clip of that. It'll show how far we really go back. You ever run into any of the cats that bit off you?
Nah, we ain't ran into them yet, you know what I'm saying? But they know who they is.
And me and Boosie have had a good relationship, a great relationship, a friendship, a business relationship. I've been to his house a bunch of times. I met his family. And originally, I wasn't paying him to do interviews. But over time, as the views kept going up and people were really gravitating towards these interviews, we started working out appearance fees. And the fees slowly went up. And over the last couple of years, the fee that we actually stuck at was around $25,000 per interview.
Mm.
And that price was justified because Boosie was pulling in like 6 million views for every interview.
Right.
And in that particular situation, and I showed Boosie all the numbers and all my back end numbers and so forth. When he was getting around 5.5 million views, I would make around 35,000 off that interview, and he would make